Hi everybody, this is Dane Hansen at Jungie Lincoln Volvo Mazda here in Cedar Rapids, Hiawatha, Iowa. Wanted to do a quick video on this 2025 XC60 Ultimate plug-in hybrid we have. So for 25, the changes are pretty minimal. For example, on the Volvo key fob, once I get this to focus, you'll notice they changed the logo slightly. And then the other semi-significant change is some of the naming. So this is the top trim level, which is now referred to as an Ultra. For 2024, it was an Ultimate. They also changed the powertrain naming a little bit. So you can see this says T8 plug-in hybrid as opposed to being called a Recharge. Just a little bit of renaming done by Volvo. I do apologize about the dust. We're having some construction going on, and it's getting to be fall time here in Iowa, so we are getting condensation and that kind of thing. It just makes it a little trickier to keep our cars clean. Now, you'll notice on the interior, very similar to 2024, not a lot of big changes. I am going to do a little video on how to charge one of these here in just a minute as well. But of course, all your door panel controls over here, seat memory, which you'll notice a cool thing about Volvo, they actually do seat memory on both sides. So if you have people that are going to be driving more than once or more often, and people on the passenger side, they get a little bit more luxury treatment as well, as opposed to just the drivers. So we're going to climb in here, set our key down, start it the same way, put your foot on the brake, turn this to the right. You'll get the green ready to drive notification. It'll tell me to put my seatbelt on, and all your electronics will fire up. You can see my ventilated seats are on. I'm actually going to turn those off, even though they're pretty comfortable. Just a little bit cooler here in Iowa right now. So again, from the driver's position, not that much is different. You still have your cruise controls over here. Quick run through, push this down to turn cruise control on, and then plus or minus to set. Something I do like to bring up about Volvo, and you'll notice right now there's nothing set because we're not in drive, and nothing showing over here. But basically what'll happen is when you press this and it'll turn it on, you'll get kind of some yellow numbers by your actual speed. So it'll show you the speed you're going and what your cruise is set at. When you push the plus or minus here, it goes up and down in 5-mile-an-hour increments. It's also a little bit different. So let's say you push the set button when you're going 62 miles an hour, and you push the up button, it'll take you to 65. And then if you press it again, it'll take you to 70. So it'll go to the nearest 5 and then up from 5 or down from 5 from there. If you press and hold the button, you can make it go up and down in 1-mile-an-hour increments. Something a little bit different. The other thing I like to point out is these two arrows right here. So Volvo uses what's called pilot assist. So I'm going to show that over here. We go settings, driving, and then you'll see pilot assist as default, and then you'll see some drive assist features down here. So pilot assist is basically Volvo's equivalent of lane centering. So the way it works is you turn your cruise control on, you have your lane keep on. Lane keep just prevents you from crossing a lane line without turning your blinker on. That little gray symbol up there will turn white when it is active and orange when it is actively assisting you. So you turn those two things on, set your cruise control. Your adaptive cruise will be on by default, and then you can adjust the distance here, or the follow distance there. Pilot assist won't drive for you, but what it will do is make the fine adjustments to keep you in the middle of your lane. Can feel a little bit different the first time you use it, but on longer drives, definitely reduces some fatigue. Super handy to have. And it pairs really well with the adaptive cruise control, just cuts down commuting fatigue and road trip fatigue, especially with how comfortable and quiet the XC60 already is. Because this is the Ultra, let's see if I can get it to show up here on camera. There we go. It does have the heads-up display as well. You can kind of see that little symbol with the speed limit, so speed sign recognition just helps give you a little bit more confidence. And then because this is a plug-in hybrid, you have your different drive modes up here as well. These are unchanged for 24. But quick run through again, hybrid, basically the car will keep to electric as much as it can, but as battery gets low or as you ask for more power, then it will engage the engine, and when the battery is low, the battery usage down here will let the engine start charging the battery. Power uses the engine and the battery at the same time to increase performance, basically give you more acceleration. Pure is full electric. It will stay in electric as long as possible until the battery is totally low. If you floor it, the battery, it won't engage the engine. And as your battery gets lower, which you'll see up there, the indicator on the rev gauge will slowly move down, reducing the amount of power that you have available. Off-road and constant all-wheel drive, just adjust how the all-wheel drive system functions. And then you have auto, hold, and charge for the battery itself. So when I say off-road and constant all-wheel drive affect the all-wheel drive system, they change the power distribution to maybe be a little bit more like 50-50. They change how responsive the gas pedal is, and where transmission shift points are, that kind of thing, as opposed to affecting the battery more directly, or the battery of the engine. So auto is exactly what it sounds like for battery usage. The car will decide as it sees fit whether you're using the battery, charging the battery, or maintaining charge. Hold will run the engine, but not charge the battery. It'll maintain whatever battery level we have. So if I pushed hold right now, the engine would kick on, but we wouldn't start gaining charge. Charge does basically the opposite, runs the engine full or all the time to add charge to the battery. Useful if you haven't had a chance to plug in, if you used your battery on a long road trip or on your way back, a couple other things like that. Otherwise, this display is exactly the same as you'll see in all 2023 or newer Volvos. You have full-time Google, or you have Google Maps. It does have charging station information because it is a plug-in hybrid. So you can see this blink charge station here is kind of slow, but has 2 out of 2 stalls open and is about 7 minutes away. You can scroll through depending on the type of area you're in. Like I said, I'm going to do a charge video on this car here in just a second. But big thing to know is this works with any non-Tesla plug-in. It uses what's called a J1772 type plug-in, and you can use a level 1 or level 2 charger with this. Plug-in hybrids are not compatible with level 3 or DC fast charging. So I'm gonna go ahead and round this one out here and go plug it in and do a little video about that, and hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Let me know if you like quick videos like this on the XC60. Again, like, comment, and subscribe if this was helpful. Dane Hansen, Junkie Lincoln Volvo Mazda.